Hi guys, today we'll talk about sport wears, okay, shoes, okay. So you know that sport wear has been dominated by Nike ever since 1988 because of all kinds of marketing campaigns and all the sponsorship and of course cooperation with Jordan. So this is the trend that we have right now, but the trend has been reversed because Nike and Jordan brand, the market share of them has been decreasing and the pie has gone to where? To which brand? Today, we'll talk about the 3D printing technology. Whoever that saves the money the most and also have the bigger pie of the market share, that brand will win the game. So today, we'll talk about this topic. First of all, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and also like my Facebook page. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and also share this video to your friends. If anything that's too difficult or if you have any comments or any suggestion to be added to this video, feel free to leave your comment in the comment box below. So let's go ahead and dig out. So before that, we review the video that I've talked about the German election, okay? So in that video, I've talked about the Germany election is not really like the elections before happened in 2016 and 2017 because everyone understands that the SDU, the party, will win the game. This is really the case. If that's really the case, I would say that the euro against US dollar will going to go down. So that's becoming the truth because once the German election has finished, the euro has been depreciating quite a lot. If you are doing FX and any investment that is related to leveraging, pretty much you're profiting a lot, I mean it. So if I happen to come to your country, for example, Australia, I'm coming to Australia in November and Malaysia in October, you should really treat me a meal, okay? So another thing that I talk about is that because euro is really a big zone and Germany election is, in the end of the day, is pretty much an advantage to Germany, right? So the DAX index should go up, but it would say that how come euro will go down and then DAX will go up? That's really the case, and as you can see, the DAX index technically has broken above the channel and then it kept on going up until now. So that's another asset that we can review. So right now, I guess you can hold it. I think breaking the historic high is really going to happen, but I'm not sure it's this year, but it's an investment. You can keep on investing in DAX. But if you're going to have short positions in euro, that's pretty much a short-term to mid-term approach, not a long-term approach. So today, we'll explain the global athletic sportwear market shares, okay? As you can see, the market has been growing steadily in the past years and forecast to hit 360 billions in the market, okay? So you can see it's pretty much a really good investment to make. No, because the market is growing for only 3%. So you may ask, in this equilibrium market, what kind of investment can I take advantage of? There's nothing, right? Wrong, because you know that the cost is the major issues for all the sport wears, okay? Because for example, the crude oil prices has been going up for a lot and the plastic prices gone up a lot also, so making the cost of goods sold pretty high. So sport wears is really a tough industry to work in. So as you can see, 3D printing might as well just save their life. So you can see Nike, Reebok, and Peak, which is a Chinese brand, and also the Under Armour, which is the most recent growing company in this decade. They all try 3D printing, right? But they haven't gone to the scale to print shoes in a mass production scale, okay? So Adidas is doing it. So Adidas called this project Adidas Future Craft 4D. What they are doing is they really start from design to prototype to tooling to production, all within Adidas. So they're customized to the athletes' weight, to the speed, to the sports they're playing, to their habits, to all the big data they're using, and they're specifically customizing the bottoms of the shoes for every single one of us. So this is a really surprising 3D printing moment, and then they're able to make it in the mass production scale. Just like producing any shoes, they're putting the shoes in the production line, but then the computer has each of the variable different for each shoes, and then they can mass production. So the efficiency, according to a factory of 200 people, they can boost up the efficiency for 25 times to 100 times. That really saved the cost a lot, okay? So this is what they're doing right now, and it's happening. And the sexiest part for us to invest is that all the R&D, all the sunk cost has happened in the past accounting reports already. So this year and on, we're sitting on our chair, laying back and enjoying the results alone. Okay, so this is why I'm talking about Adidas now. So as you can see, the market share in the recent year, Nike has dropped from 35.9% to 34.7%. And also the Jordan brand, which we like, Jordan 4, Jordan 11, which is the most famous one, is dropping from 14.8% to 11.8%. So where does the piece of pie goes to? Which brand has the most market share right now? So we're saying that we stop buying shoes, right? That's really hard to believe. So we can see that, of course, recent years, the pie goes to UA, right? But for this year, it's Adidas, going from 6.3%, almost doubled, to 11.3%. So think about that. If the market share is double, the revenue of Adidas should be double, right? If only we assume that the costs remain the same, the net income is already double, so the stock price should be also double. But now we are talking if the 4D printing technology, their project Adidas Future Craft 4D, is going to rock the world, the cost of goods sold for each shoe should be going down, and the net income should be more than double for this year and future years. That's logical. That's not psychological investment. That's something about statistics. So if you don't believe that, we'll bring along and compare the gross margins for Nike, UA, and also Adidas. So as you can see, Adidas has the highest gross margin even before the Future Craft 40 project has launched. Okay, it's as high as 50%. So for each pair of shoes they're selling, they're getting gross margin for almost one half. Okay, for Nike, it's only 43.68% for this year. So as you can see, it has the market share, it has the revenue, it has the cost coming back down, and why not we just invest in it? So for me specifically, I study in mechanical engineering, and specifically I'm target in CAD design, which is translating from the CAD design to reality, something that we can hold in hand, from intangible to tangible. That's all I did in my university life, okay? So don't ask me why I changed my industry, but I'm really better off doing investment right now. But this is something that we have been talking about for almost 2 to 3 decades, and it's happening right now. It's going to the mass production sale. Not only for shoes, 3D printing, we can print foods, we can help make garments and clothing, we can also build artificial hearts and lungs and organs for scientific research, we can also build the buildings, and we can also go for performance like shoes and also Formula 1. So this is exactly what the suppliers are doing, which I can go into deeper in the future. So right now, let's talk about Adidas. So if you really like Adidas, technically, it's going up really beautifully in the chart. So Adidas, there's a channel, as long as it's not breaking below $183.5, you can always hold it, and until it hits the target $220 per share. There's something technically you can understand. Fundamentally, you know long-term you should invest, but technically it's when and how you should invest specifically. That is the strategy. And what about Nike? Nike is not doing nothing, okay? It's partnering with Progress, which is a German company, and they're doing 3D printings, but they're doing patterns, not going into mass production scale. So if you believe Nike is still the biggest branding, and also they can steal the technology and they can do it by themselves, of course you can try to invest in it, but technically it's not as good as Adidas. But anyway, you can look at $51.5 per share. If it breaks below this level, you should cut loss and never invest in that. So if the stock price can rebound from this level, you can look at the target. The first target is $56.5 and the second target is $60.40. So there's one more company from China, but if you don't know, there's a holiday that everyone goes online, just like Amazon Prime. It's November 11. That is the day all the Chinese will buy things online. So sportswear is one of the biggest sales, biggest hits in every single holiday, if that even considered as a holiday, but every Chinese consider that as a holiday. If you think that there's an investment opportunity and you should invest in the best sportswear in the China, so that is Anta. Okay, so if you don't know that Anta is the biggest sportswear in China, and they sponsor many athletes from the West For example, Kevin Garnett from NBA. So technically, it's doing pretty good also. So technically, if it doesn't go down below $30, you can always hold it until it hits the target of $36.9 per share. So the last one I want to talk about is the market share of the whole 3D printing industry. In macro-wise, the market is growing almost double every 2 years. So if you can find a supplier that is outperforming and has the most market share, and they can also manage to hold the cost down, and those companies should be outperforming this figure, which is doubled every 2 years. So we should invest in the biggest company. That is the 3D system. That is listed in US. It's DDD, it's 3D, right? DDD. Technically, it's turning from the downtrend to uptrend ever since 2016. So it's going to the uptrend channel, but it's not as beautiful as Adidas, but it's something that you can consider it as a long-term investment. So as long as it doesn't break below the channel of $12.10, it can always challenge the first target of $16.50, and the second target is $19.8 per share. That's something we should study, because investment is pretty easy. As long as we can relate to our life, to our daily routines, to our daily uses, investment will be pretty easy. So please give me a thumbs up and share this video to your friends. If you have any comments, please leave me comments in the comment box below. Investing made easy. I'll see you next time. Good luck. Bye.